Hello, this is Larry Stanfield, and I'm one of the Android examiners for Examiner.com. In particular, I'm the local Philadelphia Android examiner. Well, one of the two. And today, what I'm going to show you is how to upgrade your HTC Aria to Froyo. Now, for those who don't know, the HTC Aria happens to be the second Android phone that was released on AT&T's network. Now, if you are an Aria owner like myself, then what you were probably wondering is, when is the HTC Aria going to be released? Updated to Froyo. And on February 25th, 2011, HTC and AT&T decided to release the Froyo update to the Aria. However, it's not going to be pushed to the phone over the air. I tried to actually push it to my phone over the air, but it's not possible. For some reason, every time you try to do that, it says the server is unavailable. At least on my device, it does. So in order to get Froyo on the HTC Aria, what you have to do is you have to go to htc.com. And when you go to htc.com, you do is click on the supports tab. Click on the supports tab, you look for the HTC Aria. And when you get to the HTC Aria, you click on the downloads tab. Now when you click on the downloads tab, you're going to find the HTC Aria ROM for the AT&T Android device listed. Now for those who've never pushed a ROM to their phone before, whether it be basically an official ROM or a custom ROM made by ROM developers, well, Android developers, you may not be aware of that. There are two things you actually need in order to actually do this. You need to download the Android driver, the official Android driver for your phone, and put it on your PC, as well as the Android USB driver as well. Now, in order to get that for HTC phones, you have to download HTC Sync onto your phone. Not onto your phone, but onto your computer. You can do it through two ways. You either have the option of downloading it, or actually installing HTC Sync directly from your phone to the computer by mounting it as a hard disk, and then installing it that way. Or you can just download HTC Sync from htc.com, set it up, install it, and put it on your computer. Now, installing the application gives you those drivers. At least installing the recent HTC Sync gives you those drivers. If you run across the older version, it's not going to do that. Okay, so let's say you have HTC Sync on your phone. Now, if you want to hook up your Android phone to your PC and have it be read as a device that's hooked up to it, what you have to do is after you hook up the phone, it's going to ask you what mode you want it on. You have to put it on HTC Sync. Now, if everything's correct, it should be reading the device. In fact, I could show you by hooking up my device. If you'll just give me a minute. Now, when you hook up your phone to the PC, you want to make sure the HTC Sync is turned on. Well, not turned on, but it's on. Like you've actually activated the program and it's running in the background. Its processes are basically running, essentially. Since I'm running an older version of HTC Sync, that still allows me to sideload apps to it. I'm going to ignore the update. So let's say I put the phone on HTC Sync after it prompts me to connect to the PC. I hit done. What should appear on your phone is that it's connecting, and the HTC sync on your PC. Well, it's fine HTC sync on your PC. It should say synchronization status connected. And as you see, the HTC sync screen changes. It displays the name of your device, which I titled it something I really shouldn't have titled it. And you see the general options that you have, but none of this is important. Basically, you want to make sure HTC Sync recognizes your device, which it does. And for those who are wondering what I meant by the drivers that you have to install on the phone, I'm going to show you those drivers right now. In the meantime, while that's doing that, if I were to look for the particular program that you need to open in order to install Froyo on here, what you're looking for is the HTC Aria for AT&T 2.2 ROM update exe. And let's see, we want to go to the driver manager. So we're gonna go to the device manager, not driver manager, device manager I meant. So by going into the device manager, I shall show you which drivers you need. I believe it's under, what's it under? Not system, not display. I don't think it's display. You would think it's under portable devices. No, Android USB devices. So it's under Android USB devices, and under it you see My HTC. If you don't see both of these in your device manager, then the setup is not going to work, because you need this right here in order for it to recognize USB connections from your phone to your PC, and you need this as the actual driver for your device. Well, for your HTC device. It's different if you have different different Android devices. Like if you have a Motorola device, then you just need the generic Android driver. Also, when you hook up your phone to your computer, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the device, when you hook it up, that the USB debugging is enabled, and that you have Stay Awake turned on as well, so the phone doesn't sleep and go into lock mode while it's hooked up to the PC. Once you do that, as I mentioned, what you want to do is you want to open that exe, the HTC Aria for AT&T Android 2.2 ROM update exe. You want to run it. Now, I'm not actually going to install the ROM on my phone since I've already baked Froyo into my Android device. And I don't wish to hard wipe it again. Oh, by the way, you hard wipe your device if you decide to push this ROM to your phone. So you want to make sure that your contacts are backed up, your applications are backed up, your text messages are backed up, your calendar is backed up. Basically, back up everything that you can before deciding to do this. So when you actually run that exe, you're going to know this is going to take some time to actually pop up, which is perfectly fine. So you're going to do is click this. You're going to hit next. You want to make sure that the Android phone is turned on. You disable standby hibernation mode, and that's on 30%. Hit next. It's going to verify some information. Now, this is the part, this is essentially the moment of truth, where it determines if your phone has the correct drivers on it. As you can see, it can recognize my device. and it's asking me to update the ROM. My ROM's already updated, and I don't want to hardwire my phone, so I'm going to hit cancel. But from here, you hit update. It takes about 10 minutes to push Froyo to your phone. Do not disconnect it. Do not power it off. Make sure your phone battery is way above 30%. I suggest you charge it up to 70 or 80 before you even try to do this. Once that's done, just let it cook the ROM to your phone. If you gotta walk away and make a sandwich, go ahead and do that. And once you essentially push Froyo into your phone, you'll be done. So that's my little tutorial showing you how to basically push the HTC Aria. Well, not HTC Aria, but to push Froyo to your HTC Aria. We're not pushing Aria to Froyo. We're pushing Froyo to Aria. And hopefully you enjoy your frozen yogurt goodness. The Froyo version on the HTC Aria is 2.2.2. That's the one that actually comes with the updated YouTube app, which is much better than the older app, I'll tell you that. But I'll probably get into that at a later date. Anyway, my name is Larry Stanfield. I am one of the Philadelphia examiners for Examiner.com. I am also known as Vince Omega on the web as well. So if you happen to do a YouTube search for that other name, you may end up stumbling upon my personal channel, which I don't do much with anyway. So, okay. I'll see you later.